It's February 21st, 2016. I've just got something irritating me, just telling me that I need to get this out, you know, that this is very important. What happened is, a while back, I mentioned it in one of my other videos, about a week and a half ago, maybe 8 days ago. I had a dream about my hand. I looked at my hand, I had a glove on, and I took the glove off, and there was like popping sounds coming out of the glove, the fingertips, and took the glove off, and I could see light coming from each fingertip. There was light at the fingertips, and I honestly believe my whole hand was turning transparent. I honestly do believe that the rapture is closer than we know. I believe it's right at our fingertips. That's how close I believe it is. I was working in Mobile, Alabama, when somebody rear-ended me and bam, hit me, and he said, "You came out of nowhere." And that's kind of like how this rapture is going to be. It's going to come out of nowhere. Nobody's going to be ready for it. And it's like it says that in the Bible, like a thief in the night. And I looked at this guy, man, I was thinking, you know, I was looking in the rearview mirror right after he hit me, and I could see him going down, trying to pick up his cell phone. And I'm thinking, man, you know, that's a good reason why I would come out of nowhere, because people are looking on their cell phone, you know, when they texting and driving, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of accidents. But anyhow, I let him slide. I don't really want to talk too much about that. I didn't do much to him other than have him fill up my gas tank, which was $9, and he bought me lunch. And he had to listen to my testifying to him. Everybody does whenever I'm talking to anybody. Because I got this picture of an angel, and man, I have to share it all the time, you know, because it's just that important. I mean, you can clearly see above my head right here, right there at my fingertip, right there. You see that white horse there? Well, look in the mirror above my head. You see a little angel there blowing a trumpet. You can clearly see it. And it looks like it's pouring something black on my head. I took this photo in 1977. And you see how there's 3 ducks on the wall? 3 ducks, but this one's coming down in the center, you know, which could represent the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Why is that one duck pointing down like that? I don't know. I guess it just kind of got bent down that morning. But anyhow, you know, you can clearly see in the picture there. See, there's another picture of me when I was real little. In that china cabinet right here. See, there's my sister Hope. She's the one that sent me this photo. But you know how we're always hearing about these planets? You notice how there's 2, looks like Earths, like something to do with planet Earth or something. They call them Planet X, coming closer and closer. This is a picture of me when I was 8 years old. And I had a peace sign on my neck when I took this photo. And I believe what's going to happen is when we're taken out of here through the rapture, when we're taken out, when we leave, the Holy Spirit's leaving with us. And when He leaves with us, all peace on earth is going to be gone too. Now you see the angel blowing the trumpet. You could see it in the mirror. And there's a white horse on the paneling board. I just happened to be making like a crucifix, you know. I picked up that camera and did a selfie in 1977. I didn't see that photo until 2014. Now, if you notice, 7 plus 7 is 14. It's the first time I've seen that photo. You know, and then the other day in Mobile when I got rear-ended, I mean, guy hit me pretty hard, man. Bent my bumper, you know. I'm not after lawsuits or anything like that, you know. I know these are the end times. I know we're getting ready to leave. I've never been in a car accident in my life, and I've never had anybody hit me either. Anyhow, that was the first time. We had some close calls. But anyhow, he was in a hurry. He said he had to go meet somebody. That's probably what he was doing, texting him on the phone when he rear-ended me. But anyhow, I made him listen to me anyhow when I was testifying. He had a Bible on his front seat just like I do. I carry one with me too. But the thing is, I'm not in a hurry like he is. You know, he was in a hurry. And see, since I left Mobile, Alabama, I've had this guy trying to get me to come back there all the time. Nobody would hire me anywhere. My business I got put under because of my word, testifying Jesus Christ. I had people telling me, man, if you speak less about him, we'll build your business up, Mark. We'll build it up. If you just don't talk so much about Jesus Christ, you know. I'm looking at him, that's Antichrist, man. I said, that's not going to happen, man. Because I could see these were the end days, man. There's no way I was not going to be testifying Jesus Christ. So all of a sudden, my phone stopped ringing, man. I mean, these people are in high places. I tried getting on this YouTube before. Never could. I mean, I tried hard. And now all of a sudden, I can get on it. I think we're at the very end of times now, because I've been trying to do this for a few years. And I've showed that photo to many people. That's why I have a picture of it. Like this. I have, it's a big photo like this. I was going around handing them out to people at churches and stuff. I mean, I did as much as I could trying to warn people. And they were doing as much as they could to stop me. To where, I mean, they literally put me right out of business. But I had people telling me, do what everybody else is doing, you know. If they don't want to pay for a good job, give them a shitty job. I said, but they're expecting to get a good job, you know. So, therefore, but the Bible says in the end days, people will turn to having their ears tickled. And they'll love the lies more because there's money, you know what I mean? Whatever it takes to make money. And this is the days we're in, you know. For a long time, people said, why are you so much more expensive than everybody? I said, well, it takes me a lot longer to do the prep. I said, I'll spend an extra $600-700 just on the labor doing the prep alone, plus another $500 on the material for the prep, you know, before I'm even ready to paint. And these people are just coming in painting. That's all they're doing is painting. And then they're buying cheap paint at that. And they're spraying everything, you know, and it looks good when you spray it, but it don't hold up more than a year. And lately I've seen people spraying over loose paint, you know. And I know a couple of good rains, it's just going to balloon up and fall off. And within a year, it'll fall off. But I believe we're at that point of time right now. People are trying to go so fast right now. I think the whole thing is money. People, you know, and the Bible says clearly, when workers of iniquity prosper, the Lord's coming in here and he's going to lay it to waste. And, but that's what I was trying to say. I wanted to warn people about what's getting ready to happen. Like that glove, because that kept bothering me, man. I kept thinking, I shared it a couple of times, but stop and think about it. At the tips of our fingers, that's how close we are. It's right at the tip of our fingers, right now. You know what I mean? I didn't think about that till just now, and I know I've been making quite a few videos in a short amount of time, man, but I just feel like time is short, and there ain't that much time. That's why I'm trying to do this right now. And then that company in Mobile, he was giving me $13 an hour, and that's low wages for this year, man, for the time it is. If everything would come down, the cost of everything, that'd be great. But I can't even afford a dentist, man. If I was getting $20 an hour, you know, even this Obamacare, it's all a force, man. I don't trust these doctors. I wouldn't get a shot for nothing. I wouldn't let these doctors touch me neither, because there's demons are in people right now. And I ain't no nut. This is what's happening. You're going to have people that'll mock me, make fun of me, whatever. But let me tell you something. Revelations 18. Okay, I've mentioned it in here before. It says in here 3 times in Revelations 18:6. See where I got it underlined? Double it to her 3 times. Double, double, double. It speaks about the great nation being destroyed. When the Twin Towers went down. See, this is when I started having hard times because it got worse every year than the year before for me. I'm a Gemini too. Okay, I was born May 23rd. May's the 5th month. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Not only that, I'm my mother's 5th child. And I used to see 5:55 all the time on the clock, just like I seen 4:44. And Obama's the 44th president, you know, and there's all kinds of things. And then this Illuminati thing, they got something to do with the 5th generation. Well, I just happen to be, you know, the 5th child, but my love is for the Lord. And they tried to get me to deny the name of Christ, which I wouldn't do it. And I'm here trying to get people to listen. When the Twin Towers went down in 2001, September, President Bush read Psalms 23. I just happened to be born on the 23rd, okay? That's the shepherd's prayer. And then 7 years passed, okay? 7 years went by when they built the new twisted tower. Look at the tower. It's twisted like one on top of the other, okay? This can't be stopped, okay? It cannot be stopped. And believe it or not, there's a lot of rich Jewish people that are financing all this. They want it to come. They don't like the Christianity faith because we believe in Jesus Christ. And you'd be surprised how many don't want it. You look at the movies about how they crucified him even. Did God turn his back on him? No, he didn't turn his back on him. He's going to save 144,000 of them to repopulate the earth. And he's going to seal the marks on so many of them. They don't all not believe, but I guess there's ones with power and control that do. And you just wouldn't believe it like it's happening like this, but it is. But anyhow, 7 years passed, and then Obama read Psalms 46, which is double. Just like I'm saying on Revelations 18, double 6. Look at 6. You got to remember, even the prophets that worked with Jesus, they were always like, oh, they couldn't understand everything he was saying. They couldn't understand it because he spoke in parables and stuff. And then he said to seal up certain things till the end of the time. And then he said at the end times it would be revealed. Well, okay, 3 times it was saying to double. When Obama read Psalms 46, which is double what Bush read, 23 and 23 is 46. When Obama read that, the housing market crashed, what? 777 points. 3 sevens. Okay? Now, the 3 sevens means there's a final 7 to come. So what happened 7 years after Obama read? The Pope showed up in September. And he came in his own name to a house that was divided. And then I doubled what Obama read. 46 and 46 is Psalms 92. And it says in Psalms 92, in the days of iniquity, see, a lot of people go right to reading Psalms 91. And all they got to do is read that next one. But see, a lot of people, they want their ears tickled. They don't want to read that, you know, because it speaks about the day of the Lord, when he's coming back to destroy this. And it says clearly what he's going to do. And we are in these times right now, whether anybody wants to believe it or not. Psalms 92, okay? That's 46 and 46 is 92. When I read that, that was last September when the Pope showed up to Washington in his own name and to a house that was divided. You guys all know Washington, the House of Congress, been divided for a few years. And anybody that knows anything about the Bible knows Jesus said, a house divided can't stand. And that one was coming in his own name. Look it up on the history. It'll tell you. You can listen to his speech. It's been recorded by millions of people where he says, I come in my own name. But man, everything's going over everybody's head. Nobody's listening to it. But it clearly says here, a brutish man knoweth not, neither does a fool understand this. When the wicked spring up as the grass, when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. For lo, thy enemies, but thou, Lord, art most high forevermore. For lo, thy enemies, the workers of iniquity, shall be scattered. He's coming here to destroy it all, but not right away. This is where the bride's of Christ, Revelation 3. Where you read Revelation 3, it says, Thou hast not denied my name, therefore I will keep thee from the moment of trial that's coming upon the whole earth. The whole earth is about to experience this, okay? That's what I don't understand when I hear these guys that claim to be doing this work for the Lord, and they're going, and if you can donate to us, we'll appreciate your donations, you know? Let me tell you something, man. I lost my business. I walked away from my business because I refused to do what everybody else was doing. You know, and I told people the reason why work was getting bad. Nobody believed me. They looked at me like I was a liar, even though it kept getting worse for me while they kept prospering. And it's just the way it is, man. God also says in the Bible He's going to send strong delusions to certain people, you know, and I hope you're not one of them. I hope I see you at the wedding. Remember that last vision I told you I had with the glove? And I also had a vision where I seen police cars all around my truck. And when I looked out, because I've always got this blanketed off. I've always got it blanketed off so nobody can see in here. Because I'm living in my truck. And I am living in it. And but these police cars were backed in around me. In other words, like they were keeping everything away from me. You know, like protecting me. And I was on my way back to Mobile because this company was trying real hard to get me to go back there. And they were saying, you know, Mark, they were giving me 13. We'll give you 15. And I'm like, you know, I'm a long ways from you now. He goes, I'll give you 16. And he goes, I'll tell you what, when I have you running a crew, I'll give you 18. And I'm going, wow, I'd love to have the work. I mean, if somebody around here would offer me work for $100 a day, I'd do it right now in a second. But I don't really care about a whole lot of money, you know. But I do need to, you know, have gas money and whatever, surviving, just to survive. I ain't looking at getting in a house, renting a house or nothing, man. It's over, man. You know, I'd like to be able to take a shower every day, you know. I'd love to, but that's not the case right now. I have to bird bath the best way that I can. It's not easy. It's very difficult. But like I said, you read it in there what I said. Do the math on what I said from President Bush to Obama. The housing market crashing, how many points it was, 777. And then what I doubled Obama, 46 and 46 is 92. See, and you'll hear a lot of people talking about, oh, read Psalms 91. It's a good prayer, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, they're all good prayers. Every word of that book is good. But I'm telling you to read where we're at today, what's at hand today. Revelations 3 says He's going to spare you from the moment of trial that's coming upon this whole earth. See, when I hear these people on YouTube saying, we appreciate your donations and all that, you know, for helping this channel, tells me they're not in tune with what's coming and how soon it's coming. Granted, nobody knows the day or the hour, but it's at our fingertips. That's what that dream was that I had. It's at our fingertips. It's that close. Why was that guy trying to get me to go back there real bad? I mean, real bad. He wanted me to come back there, you know. And I have a feeling, you know, look at the news last week in Florida. Yeah, you got these scholars saying, oh, well, they come down here and migrate every year, blah, blah, blah. You got to stop listening to this media because they're coming up with excuses just to get you to relax, to not think nothing of anything. They don't want you to see what's happening, what's about to happen. And you need to be watching because that's what Jesus said. Therefore, watch. You know, be watching all the time when these end times come. And there will be many false prophets out there, too. And especially when they're asking you for money, man. If you feel like you need to help somebody, man, look around, man. Don't support somebody with a drinking or a cigarette habit. You know, all you do is enable that. If they're drinking, doing drugs, nah. I mean, there's people out there like me. I would love to have a job. I'd like to work. You know, I know everything's coming to an end, but so is your 401. You guys ain't gonna. A lot of people are gonna be homeless like I am. You know, and some of you guys got to look at. Have you been denying the name of the Lord at work when you go to these jobs? Remember when they said religion and politics don't belong on the job? But you know they're talking about politics all day on the job. But a lot of people are like, I better not say nothing about Jesus because I don't want to lose my job. That's denying his name. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is. And I refuse to do that, man. Actually, I started talking even more. So, you know, I feel it's important to let you know that. That's why Revelation 3 says, Thou has not denied my name. And I know that you have little strength left. Another thing, man, since the Pope showed up in Washington, man, I've been having like perverted, stinking thinking kind of dreams almost every single night. You know, and I've had a few rapture dreams where I've seen some nice things. You can see them on my channels. And where I spoke a couple of times about when I was younger, I had visions. And I never understood it until now. And even where my mother said there was an angel standing above my crib when she brought me home from the hospital. Listen, I'm in Birmingham, Alabama right now. And if anybody's in the vicinity, I mean, within a few hundred miles, I could use some work. The rapture's at hand. It's right at our fingertips. I know it is. But, you know, it could be a month. I don't know, you know. But if I could make a little extra money, it would be great. But I'm looking for work. I'm not looking for handouts, you know. My email is MARK, D as in David, H as in Hardy, 1960 at gmail.com. I was born in 1960. I'm 55 years old too, man. Ain't that something? And you hear about the fifth generation, the V thing or whatever. I was born my mother's fifth child too. But I'm here because the Lord wants me here. And I'm also been attacked a lot by demonic things, the evil, because I'm proclaiming what's going on, man. I'm trying to warn people all the time, and I think that's why I've been put out of bed. That's why I'm living in my truck. You know, people that got money, that's the root of evil, man. Know that. See those 3 red cans in the back of my truck? Those are filled with gasoline, 3 5-gallon cans. I'd love to have 4 or 5 of them back there filled. Plus I got some food back there, cans of tuna fish, little cans of chicken. Get those little condiments that you get in the restaurants. You can probably buy them even. The thing is, you don't have to refrigerate them. You open them up as you need them. You can squeeze it out. Relish, mustard, barbecue sauce, anything that you buy, when you open it, a jar of something, it has to be refrigerated. If you lose power, that stuff's going to go bad. But if you get those little packets, those condiments, those will last. And I think you can get them at Sam's Club. You know, that's how I was told. I don't have a membership. I've been getting mine at wherever, these fast foods, Chick-fil-A's, Circle K, a little bit at a time. I'd ask for them, you know, and I'd ask if I could buy some, but, you know, they ain't going to sell them to you. So every time I go in the store, I'd always grab 5 or 6 of them. I'd grab a handful, and I'd say, is this okay? And they'd say, yeah. You know, one time I stuck some in my pocket, and without saying anything to them, I know they say they're free all the time, but I felt real bad about that, you know. So I went back into the store and I topped off my gas tank, and I told them, I said, look, I grabbed some of these the other day, and I said, and they said, oh, don't worry, man, they're free. And I'm just saying, you know, because I felt bad about that. You're not supposed to steal anything, you know. Even if they say it's free, you should always ask anyhow. If I had the money, could get into membership at Sam's Club, I'd go down there and buy me a box full of them. Because like I said, I know there's going to be rioting. I think when the water floods out here in Florida, it's going to be toast, man. There's a lot of bad things getting ready to happen. Like those people trying to get me to go back to Mobile. I'm not going. I need the money, but I'm not going to go back there. Something told me to leave. I'm not going back. You know, but anyhow, I gave you my email, man. I could use any help, man. You know, work. I'm not looking for any handouts or nothing like that. I've got food. I'm surviving. I've got gas. I just can't go anywhere, you know. If I had a little more money, I'd probably be up there on the mountain right now, renting a campground or something, you know, and a little better than staying in a parking lot, you know. But that's where we're at, man. It's pretty rough here. It's been rough anyhow, you know, but I made a choice. I made a choice to announce the Lord's. That's probably why that trumpet was above my head. You know, because once I seen it, boy, I mean, I was sounding the alarm. God bless, man. Just be strong, man. Don't deny his name either, okay?